big is year 3 for you?
I mean, it's no secret. It's a big year for me. Big year for us, but especially for me in my situation. Just, the past 2 years haven't been what, I expect them to be or the front office expected it to be, just with injuries and stuff. So it's a big year for me.
How frustrating have the past 2 years been for you?
Really frustrating. I feel like I get something going and, I felt like I got on a good stretch coming off that shoulder. Didn't really have an off season last year. Finally got going a little bit in that midseason, then get my ankle crushed in that Rams game. So it's tough, but it's part of the game, and just trying to do everything I can to stay healthy this year, and I think I've done that.
Payton, how do you shake those off? Because some guys will say, you know what, I just don't even think about it. I don't even want to reflect on that.
I think you got to think about it. I went this offseason. I did a lot of prehab stuff, to try to avoid anything. Some stuff's not in your control, but everything that is in your control, you got to be able to, put that in your back pocket and say you did everything to put yourself in the best position. So I think I did that.
Just 3. Oh, go ahead.
So coming in, how do you feel? How do you feel about your game, your physical stature, everything?
I feel great. I haven't felt this good playing football in a long time. So I'm coming in healthy. I feel great. I feel like I've put myself in a position to be successful this year. So I'm excited.
Have you ever felt like you yourself as an every down defensive end? Because it seems like out there, if you're getting a lot of penetration, you would have been. No, you don't have to tackle, but like tackle for loss and being dominant. Is that you want to get the sacks, but also being disruptive, those tackles for loss can come up.
Yeah, that's the goal. Negative plays are always positives, right? So the goal is to be out there every down.
Have you ever felt like you've had like momentum in your career? Has it just been kind of start, stop, start, stop, start, stop? Have you ever
in the NFL?
Yeah, just with the injuries and the.
Yeah, I feel like my rookie year, I felt confident. Even coming into camp, once we got the pads on, those first games when I came back, Carolina, and then but yeah, there's a little start and stop there. As soon as Carolina's over, I have elbow, and then just stuff stacking up. So I feel like I got some momentum last year in the little like 4 or 5 game stretch with the once we got going after the first couple games, but it has been a struggle, and that's something I'm working on to be consistent and keep going.
When you say you're trying to set yourself up for success, could you just help us understand when you envision success, what that looks like to you in year 3?
Yeah, first thing is being on the field, right? So that's something I struggled with, but like I said, I think I've done a lot this past offseason, just seeing specialists, seeing doctors, seeing body work people, whatever it may be, chiros, like body doctors, whatever it may be, just to put myself in the best position. So first is being available, and then second is going out there and just being productive.
Fans give you guys a little extra juice today?
What's up?
Did the fans give you guys a little extra juice today?
Oh yeah, it's always good to have them out there. It's fun environment. Nothing like the Superdome though, but it's fun.
Are there some guys on the team that you kind of leaned on when you were going through the roadblocks in your first 2 years?
Yeah, I'm still one of the youngest dudes in the room. So having those older dudes in there, Marcus, Cam, just guys that have been through it. He's in Atlanta now, but just being able to talk to other guys that have been through stuff in their career, whether it's injuries, whether it's coaching, whatever it may be. It's always nice to fall back on them for questions, guidance, whatever it may be.
Is there a personal goal or expectation that you set for yourself this year?
I think everybody's goal is to go to the Super Bowl, right? Win the Super Bowl. Me personally, I think that starts with my availability, so me being out there, being healthy, and then from there, isn't it Pro Bowl, if you ask everybody? So that's kind of where I'm set.
Cam seems to believe he sees a dominant player in you. Do you see that in you?
I feel like I can be that person. I feel like I can be that player. I feel like I have been that player in my career as a football player, and I just want to get back to it.
You mentioned being productive is one of the goals. Can you get more specific about what productive means? Or
sacks, TFLs, batted passes, pressures, the whole 9 yards. So I'm not going to talk specific numbers. It's going to come with the productivity. You may have 10 sacks with 12 pressures, or you might have 1 sack with 40 pressures. So it's tough to get into the numbers, but I just want to be productive.
Well, right. The numbers. Cam Jordan has a lot of sacks. That might be because of what you're doing, and vice versa. So
yeah, it's a team game. It's the ultimate team game. So just all of us going out there, putting our best foot forward, being available. I think it's going to come with it.
You guys got a bunch of new players on the interior. How much does it help an edge rusher when you have those guys in the middle getting that push consistently?
It's nice. You can work speed rushes. You don't have to just go straight. I mean, we're big ends, so we have that power rush in our back pocket all the time. But it's nice to work something else. It's nice to show the tackle something else and race to get on that edge. So it's nice. I think we all got the speed to get there.
When you can show everything, does that help you guys too? Like just set
Oh, yeah.
stuff up?
It opens the game. It opens the game up from pass rush games to one-on-one rushes. I think just makes everything available.
How much do you look forward to putting the pads on, Mike?
I'm excited. I'm excited to see what we got. First day of pads, everybody's gonna be flying around, but it's gonna be good. Get back in the pads.
Your thoughts on Brazil?
Dude's quick. He's good size too, so he's not like just like a little small 3-tech. He's a pretty good size. Young. I think in the run game, I think everybody needs to work, especially when they come to this league, just on technique and being more precise. But he's disruptive, so I'm excited to see him in pads too.
DA's mentioned the last couple of days that they've mentioned guys who've left practice with the Heat. Looking at the schedule, and y'all played 13, 14 indoor games. Some people might say, why not just practice in the indoor? Is there something to be said about practicing outside and working in the heat instead of just coming in here?
It's a tough team. You can go hide in the indoor on the AC, but what about those games that you're going outside? I mean, not everybody can go out there and do that, right? Not everybody goes out there and runs after practice. DA hopped in there, right? So I mean, it's just a message, just being tough and not only physically but mentally. So going out there and knowing that you have to go get in that heat, that 100% humidity, 100% heat, whatever it may be, it's just good for you, good for a team.
Is there anything significant that you feel has changed about you since you entered the league, or has it been more of just kind of a steady build to where you are now? I mean, would you be able to cite things about your body or your approach?
Yeah, I think you take pieces from everything. Like I said, you can't just forget about the injuries. That's part of my career. It's part of my past. So taking that and being like, oh, how can I make sure that my ankle's going to be good this year? Even if it's not my fault, how can I strengthen? How can I work on the mobility? So just taking pieces from that and then making a routine. I feel like I'm in a really good routine right now. So just building and stacking those up until you get right to where you want to be. You chase perfection, you're not going to get there, but as perfect as you can be to get to where you want to be. So I think I've gotten a good routine with that.
What thought went through your mind when Davenport left?
Oh, I mean, we were boys, like that D-line room always gets close. I think we're one of the close position groups on the field. So, that was my boy. He went and got, what did he get? 13 guaranteed? Pretty good money, right? So, but it's also an opportunity for me to step up, So when I see that, I'm just looking at myself and being like, what can I do to put myself in a position to be successful now that I have even greater opportunity? So I think that's where I'm at.